Hey guys, I was playing around with some stuff and came up with, I don't know if it's an original idea, but it is for me anyway. This is, say it's a journal page. It could even be your center journal page, it doesn't matter. And that, you know, it's already sewn in. For the sake of this video, we're going to assume it's already sewn in, okay? Then I have this plastic bag, Ziploc top. Now I have taken one side and done some, just so you know what I've got here, and done some tape on it. I didn't put any glue, I just put tape, and it does pretty well on the plastic. Very little glues stick to this plastic, so I'm having to use score tape. Now I've started to prep this, and I've done score tape underneath the Ziploc, whoop, there you go, underneath the Ziploc part, all the way around. I went around the edge here and had this, and I ran out on the piece that I had. So I'm just going to continue on sticking the score tape right underneath the Ziploc piece. Now I'm going to go, oops, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to, hold on just a second. Okay, my husband stuck his head in the door, so I had to see what he needed. Okay, so now I am taking this score tape, and I am running it on the top side of the Ziploc part, and there we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my 1/8 inch and I'm just going to run it. Now you could cut the bag but this fits in here perfectly. You will have to have a little bit of the edge coming up. That's why I showed where you could put some tape on it, which will, you know, hide the plastic. I just ran half the tape along one side and then flipped it over and stuck the other half into the inside of it. So, you know, it will hide the plastic part that sticks up, you know, just above your paper, so that it'll be easy to get to. And we're going to do this on both sides. Again. I guess I started trying to figure something out because I had some items in a journal that I was making, and I'm like, man, I wish I didn't want to use any magnets because I'd already had all the paper down, and I didn't want to use any Velcro because I didn't have any. So I thought, God, it'd be so nice if I could just stick a zippy in there and put all of the little trinkets and things that I wanted to put in there as a gift. And so that's why I came up with this. Okay, so I just have a journal page, you know, pockets on each side. It doesn't matter. It could just be two regular, you know, sides. It doesn't matter. But I found a bag that fit the inside of this. Again, if it's shorter, if it's like this short and you wanting to use this bag, you would just cut off and use your score tape and seal it, whatever, you know. So so we're going to take the score tape off of one side, and the score tape does stick to the plastic pretty well. There we go. And then, oops, you do have to make sure you give it a little burnish. I didn't burnish these at all. Okay, try this again. Much better. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have, let's make sure I can get this in camera for you. We're going to have a bit of the top sticking out of the top, and we want to make sure that we're centering because we want to be able to seal the page all the way around as well. So it looks good. And get that all down on paper. Just give that a good burnishing. There we go. Okay. Now we'll take off the rest. And I'm going to take a little bit of glue. Let's see. Hello, glue. This will work. A little bit of glue on the edge of the paper just to kind of seal it down. And you do want to make sure that you have some edging that has paper because this glue does not work on plastic. Well, I haven't come across any glue. I'm sure there are glues, but in my stash, I don't have any glue that works on plastic. So this might be better or certainly less expensive to do. Burnish all this down now, both sides of the zip. And there you go. Ziploc bag that you can put all kinds of fun things in, and no matter what you do with your journal, it's not going to come out. Whether all you're doing is going to stick some pens and pencils in there, you just have to make sure that if you're going to do anything of any thickness, that you're going to allow for it within the paper that you're using. But you know, it's pretty cool to be able to put just some items that you want to, kind of like a pocket letter, except it's in your journal. Okay, another thing that I thought of that it would be really cute, I kind of got it started, say in a baby's album and you want to get ready for a locket, the locket of hair. I've just done a little doily here. I just had some paper in my stash that was blue, and I picked this little baggie out of my stash. And again, we're going to do the same thing. Just going to take off the score tape, and again, burnishing is really important to make sure it's got some adhesion to the plastic. And then we're going to line this up, centered. Oops. And this is really thin paper, so I'm just going to lay it down. It's not quite centered, but I'm just going to lay it down. This is just for showing you how I've done it. I did take the score tape on both sides over, let me see if I can show you that. I took the score tape on both sides on the long side and took it over the zippy part, and I think that's just going to give it a little more reinforcement. Okay, I did that on both sides. The the larger envelope. This was a little more substantial of a plastic bag, so I was able to, but this one is pretty flimsy, and so I just thought it would be a little more helpful. Okay, and then all we're going to do, I had a couple extra pieces off an old one, so I just put it down for the bottom here. And all we're going to do is we would then glue the sides. And of course this would be something that would be already in your journal, already sewn in, and then you're just making a little area. And you can trim the plastic down, but you got a little area there that you can now stick some hair, first tooth, anything like that. Zip it back up, and it's sealed in there. It's not going to go anywhere. You could even trim this off and just know that it's open there at the top. I actually, on this one, I did not close up the top, so you know, you could do it either way on that. So those are just a couple of cute ideas. I hope they come in handy, and I hope some of you use them. If you do, let me know. I also put it in one of my journals that I did right back here. This was the first one that I did with, this is the sandwich bags that are the Easy Tabs. And there you go. And this one I actually cut half of the bag off because I didn't have a snack one. A snack one would probably fit in this perfectly, and it would probably be white here. The green doesn't really go with my album, but I wasn't worried about it. So there you go. And I just put some washi tape on the outside of my page, and I just thought it was a cute idea. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you use it, let me know. Give me a heads up on one of your journals you put it in, whatever the video is, and I'll look it up. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye!